RuneScape is a game with near infinite account progression, and I want to have the best account. From the very start, I remember following level 126s around. I was checking the high scores to see Zezima at the top, and then I was spending my childhood evenings trying to crack his password, because deep down inside, like many others, I've always wanted to have the best RuneScape account. First things first, this is an Ironman account, so there are a few extra hurdles. I think Ironman is a lot more fun, and the best account has to be the most fun account for me. There are 3 phases that I see standing between me and the best account in the game. For phase 1, I need to get best in slot gear for everything. No matter what enemy I want to fight, I want to make sure I'm geared to the 9s. But RuneScape isn't just about combat. I need to make sure I have all of the best killing gear as well as the best teleports and all of the other quality of life upgrades. Which brings us to our phase 1 item list. The Soul Reaper axe is best in slot in some locations, and I'm looking for best in slot everywhere, so this item is definitely on the list. The Elysian and the Spectral Spirit Shields both have some best in slot areas, especially if I become a better gamer and start shield flicking between attacks. From the Chambers of Xeric, I can get the Kodai Wand, which will be my best barrage weapon. Also, it makes Spellbook swap freezing at the Theater of Blood more realistic. I'm also missing the Elder Maul, which is just a straight up better Dragon Warhammer. And the Maggot King comes out in a few days after this video and will be bringing the Crimson Kistin and the Amulet of Rupture, 2 new best in slot items that I will need. I believe that's all the combat upgrades I need. Besides combat though, I need to get an Eternal Amulet of Glory. I can't have the best account unless I have all of the best teleports after all. The best teleports means I also need to get 5 Bottled Storms so I can teleport to all 5 of my boats. And speaking of boats, I need to get a max trawling boat, a max salvaging boat, a max combat boat, and a max skiff. I have a lot of sailing ahead of me. Let's start working on phase 1 now before we get into phases 2 and 3. The first item I want to get is the Soul Reaper axe. You get this by combining 4 components from each of the 4 Desert Treasure 2 bosses. I've already obtained the Leviathan's Lure, the Siren's Staff, and the Eye of the Duke. So the last item I need is the Executioner's Axe Head from Vardorvis. The axe head drops at a rate of 1 out of 1,088. So if I end up going 2 or 3 times dry here, I could be here for thousands of kills. Well, I don't mind if I do. Nice little 29 million GP. If I leave it on the ground for this next kill, maybe it'll bring me luck. I think the chance to get any piece of Virtus is the same drop rate as getting the Executioner Axe Head, but I don't really like to think of drops like that, otherwise I'd drive myself crazy. Either I get the drop, or I don't. Not even rewarded. What a scam. We can try another kill. We can try another kill, surely. Nothing. You know what? 1535 kill count though. It's getting up there. Yeah, maybe 20-something HP is just a little bit too low. I'm getting a little bit nervous here. Okay, that's a good drop. It is good RNG, confirmed to leave the Virtus on the ground. Let's do another kill, whatever. We've got 5 Karam wands. Another kill down, but we have supplies on the ground, so I think I can squeeze in another one here. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do any more. This kill has been terrifying with the axe spawns. We still have a little bit of food, but no drops. All right, I'm gonna take my drops and get out of here. And you always have to give away the drops to the stream viewers for good luck. You always love to see an Awakener's Orb. Oh, another one. I might actually go send some Awakened Vardorvis for the increased drop rate. This is about 100 kills later, but we did get another orb. I'm using the FashionScape plugin to check out the new Leagues reward, and the Yama axe looks pretty sick, but this Slayer helm, I don't know, Jagex, maybe like the Twisted Slayer helm, this one looks really nice. But then you go over to the Oathplate one, something about these eyes, they're goofy, they're sad. I don't know what it is. Jagex, I hope you take another look at it. I just realized I don't think I actually ever showed the collection log for Vardorvis, but the only thing I'm missing is the axe head. We're up to 1,762 KC, so we got fairly spooned on the pet. But once I get the axe head, I'm green logged here, and that also means I'll be green logged at 3 out of 4 Desert Treasure 2 bosses. Yeah, let's send an Awakened Vardorvis. It is always good practice, and technically there is a better drop rate for the Awakened version compared to the normal version. Yeah, I might have sent those Void Wakers a little bit early. Usually like to kill with those. Ooh, you can feel the shakes. Yeah, that was a rough one. Ooh, Awakened Vardorvis. New personal best. 7th KC though. Numbers starting to go up. Not too shabby at all. I'm happy with that one. Rewarded with another Awakener's Orb, and we're over 1,800 kill count now. Nice. I would genuinely like to do more Awakened versions of the DT2 bosses, but the orb system is just too rough for me. It might just be an Ironman problem, but I hope they change it to be more like Yama, where you get the orb back on a successful kill count. If you're enjoying the video so far, please consider subscribing. I'm really excited to see how far I can push this account going at maximum effort. I am so glad to have gotten this. My total kill counts for the 4 Awakened bosses are 1586 for Duke, 659 for the Leviathan, 589 for the Whisperer, and 1873 for Vardorvis. All in all, I'd say I had pretty average luck here for the axe, but I am happy to have it. Now, to greenlog all 4 DT2 bosses, all I need is the Whisperer pet. And now that the Demonic League's kit rewards are in the game, we can instantly upgrade the axe. Kit on the axe. Look at her. She's gorgeous. And look at that, I kind of matched the new thralls now. We're both axe buddies. The best in slot bank is starting to fill out now that we've got the axe in here. I've still got the Master Wand and the Dragon Warhammer as placeholders for the Chambers of Zarek upgrades, so those will be coming soon. Hopefully. But let's move on to discussing what happens after I finish best in slot everything and move on to Phase 2. Phase 1 completes once we have best in slot for everything, and then we move on to Phase 2, which is taking advantage of best in slot everything. You can't have the best account in the game unless you can win every single Fashionscape competition on the fly, and as everyone knows, you need a pet to match your outfit. Phase 2 is even more ambitious than Phase 1. It's going to consist of getting all the pets. This is a gigantic grind. I'm currently only at 29 out of 68 pets. And between the Goat pet, the Angel pet, the Maggot King pet, and the Raids 4 pet, we know a lot more pets are on their way. Actually, you know what? Hold that thought for just a second. I'm doing the AFK trawling thing for some marlins, and there's a turtle following me now. I got soup. So that's pretty cool. None of the big fish, none of the paint yet, but we do have soup. I haven't been doing this for very long. So there's another pet. Pretty cool. So like I was saying, we are at 30 out of 68 pets. It's not a big deal for me if I make a little progress on phases 2 or 3 before finishing the prior phases. I'm just not going to focus on them. But if I passively get pets while working on other stuff, that's fine. It's just going to be a little bit easier when I do get to those phases. I was just talking about how I have 2 placeholders in preparation for the raids rewards that I'm missing. So let's talk about how I'm going to get the Elder Maul and the Kodai Wand. If you've watched my videos before, you're probably familiar with my wife, Audie. I do basically all of my raids with her, so her upgrades benefit me directly. I'm of the opinion that if she got the Avernic Defender from Tob and the Shadow from TOA, it would speed up our raids. Of course, it would be faster and more efficient for me to focus on chambers first, but there are 2 background goals that will constantly be worked on while I progress through the 3 phases of this series. Whenever I think of the best account, my mind goes to my childhood looking at the top accounts and the high scores. So, naturally, I need to get up there. All of the front page spots are taken, of course, but I can tie them for experience. I won't show many videos or clips of it because killing is somewhat boring, but I will include anything that sticks out or is slightly exciting, like getting dupe pets. The other background goal is also high score related. The high scores has several different categories depending on if you care about an individual skill or maybe a certain boss. But I would wager the second most popular category behind the overall category is collection logs obtained. It's a very competitive category that encompasses all content in the game. So I will be working on earning a top rank in not only the overall skill level, but the collection log category as well. Which means that even though I have all of the purples from Tob and Toa, getting kill count at these 2 raids helps me work on some of the most time-consuming collection logs in the game, the raid capes. So if you think about it, it's pretty efficient to help Audie get her upgrades before we move on to the Chambers of Xeric. I'm thinking we just grab Audie here of Vernic real quick and then hop on over to the Tombs of Amasket and nab a Shadow. The game is a scam. One of the fantastic things about tobbing with Audie is she is a giga gamer and prefers to freeze in the Theater of Blood, so it makes it really easy for us to find some rangers and meleeers to go with. Be ready to see the pen wiggle in action. Step back and forth. Perfect pog tank just like that. Not rewarded once again. We just gotta see if this beautiful axe is a good luck charm at Tob. Even camping the Blood Fury, this weapon is pretty scary to use. It's gonna be really nice once the Summer Sweep Up update hits though. Not the ideal testing scenario, but the axe hits pretty hard. I'm a little bit impressed by it. We made it through. Do we get the purple is the question. Nothing. Nothing for bringing the Soul Reaper axe. I can't believe Verzik would drop a pillar on my wife's head. Maybe Scuffed equals a little bit of stuff on this one. Ah, couldn't even milk it. Audie got a purple. Audie's got a purple. This is not a drill. Oh, please, Jagex, don't give her a 4th rapier. It would be a little bit funny. Okay, she's doing pants off. We gotta do pants off. She got the Avernic. There it is. She got the Avernic. Tob for Audie. Completed. Oh my gosh. No more red defender. Oh no, if this is a shadow, I'm just gonna feel dreadful. Alright, it's just a Fang. Easy snipe. Lunars probably isn't worth it, but this is just fun to run up there and skip everything and then bonk Baba. It's kind of nice for the team, I think, because then she only gets 2 boulders, even if they're a little bit slow. I don't know. I enjoy it. And we get the Poop Tech and Kefri, so another win for Lunars. Honestly, it's just a lot of fun. Now people without a shadow can go melee the meleeer, because I think it's actually pretty strong compared to something like a trident. Whenever I switch from an 8-man to a duo at TOA, it just feels, I don't know, peaceful. Like there's a lot less rocks and stuff flying around. You can see the floor. It's kind of nice, but I do still enjoy the 8-mans. Good luck. Maybe we get lucky on the duo. This is actually an Audi purple. We actually have the chance to see her get a shadow in a duo. And we've got a bingo going on right now. This would accomplish so much. Oh. Well, it counts for the tile at least. No, people! I think I just muscle memory clicked where my thrall spell normally is. Because I'm on lunars, I teleported away. Oh my god. The run of shame. I guess I think I can filter out teleport spells so I don't do that again. That's pretty embarrassing though. I feel really guilty towards my team. Yeah, let's just filter these teleport spells off. No reason to have those in a raid. Heal group? Oh my god, it dealt 60 damage to me. Oh, I can redemption this? This is actually gonna be tech. I think that was actually like weirdly efficient. I'm probably wrong. That was probably really dumb of me, but something about that felt interesting to do. Yeah, somebody got something. Good luck, guys. It's Mr. Maps. The Shadow? The Ratto of Rumakin? Pensoff? Oh. I don't know. It's not bad. I really thought it was the Shadow for some reason. If I manage to steal another Shadow here, I'm gonna feel bad. I'll be happy with anything but a Shadow. Honestly, I won't complain about a Shadow, but I would be mad to steal another in front of Audi. Oh, okay. The story mask. Oh, okay. I don't have to sleep on the couch. I think I saw. We are stealing purples. I'm a criminal in TOA. I don't know what it is. It's because I always compliment this raid. They return the favor by giving me purples. I always say this is the best raid, and maybe it's just because I'm spooned here. Okay, we got an Eldinus Ward. That's a 3 million GP Alk on an Ironman, so not bad at all. I don't think anybody wants to see me steal yet another purple, so let's talk about Phase 3. Phase 1 consisted of getting all of the best in slot gear, and then we upped the difficulty for Phase 2 and decided to go for all pets. So how do I go higher than that? There are some items that very few people know about, let alone even have. They're untradeable, so you can't buy them, and they aren't on the collection log, so a lot of people don't even know they exist. I'm not talking about the Crack the Clue items, or the Blueberry Muffin, or the Mask of Rebirth. Those are all relatively easy to get. I have just 2 items in mind that I want to get for Phase 3. The first item comes from Quest Speedrunning. A lot of people go for the cool set of Graceful, the Giant Clock, or the Home Teleport. I don't know if there's ever been an official count, and I personally only know of one person with this item. But the reward for getting the Diamond Time on every single quest is the Diamond Speedrunning Cup, which is the first of the 2 items we'll be going for in Phase 3. When speaking about difficult to obtain untradeables, the Bounty Hunter kits had to be considered. But then I realized there is a much more difficult to obtain item than any of these kits. It's only ever been obtained by 2 Ironmen in Oldschool RuneScape. I am talking about the Tier 6 Bounty Hunter hat. You obtain this hat by getting 2,500 Bounty Hunter target kills in the Bounty Hunter minigame. Bounty Hunter is already risky enough, but I'll be doing this on my Ironman account, where deaths matter a lot more. If you want to join me on this journey to creating the best RuneScape account, please consider subscribing. Either way, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.